and I'm bouncing up and down going,
I'd be turned on by
yes,
that.
Steve.
I'd honestly be turned on by it.
By the robot.
But
the robot looks like a man.
But it's a robot. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be so cool with it that I'm seeing something.
Yeah.
I was about to say I want to get involved. I wouldn't, because the robot's gonna be a man. But I don't. If I know it's a robot, that's not cheating.
Okay.
It's just a question of if I'm okay with the weirdness.
Yeah.
Now, for me, that's a little bit kinky.
And the robot hugs me afterwards.
That would be. Do you know what? I would love a robot that you could cuddle after sex.
Oh, anyway, moving on. My next.
Welcome back to Chatterbox, the sickest podcast on the YouTube right now. Take your time. I've given you weeks and weeks of intro, and I'm having a go today. Welcome back to Chatterbox. Don't clap because it picks up. Welcome back to Chatterbox, the sickest podcast on your YouTube right now with your favourite wholesome couple, Mr. Bailey London and
Kaira.
Also, we're going to try really hard today not to swear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, okay.
Yeah, potty mouth. Yeah, we're definitely going to try not to swear because I'm getting sick of bleeping out all of your...
Okay.
So it's just getting too much, potty mouth.
Potty mouth.
How about word of the week? You find some alternative swear words that don't need to be bleeped.
Nincompoop.
And yeah, we are here. Another week, another episode.
Mm-hmm.
If you are listening on YouTube, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave us a comment. And hit the bell, hit that notification bell. That's another important one. Hit all of those things right now. If you're listening on Spotify, what do they do?
Make sure you give us a 5-star review.
And what else could they be listening to on?
Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Listen Notes.
Wherever you get your daily or your weekly dose of Chatterbox from, please show some love.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I actually go through the comments and on YouTube particularly, and I like them and I respond.
I read them, I just don't.
Yeah, sometimes I respond. If I really like it, I give it a little response. You know, there've been some nice comments recently too.
And you've been getting into it with some people as well.
Yeah, I will also argue.
Yeah, I saw you arguing.
I got time.
Yeah, you have.
If you catch me at the right moment and I've got time, I will respond and I will argue.
Shout out to what's the Instagram page?
Which one?
Black
Kings UK.
Black Kings UK.
Yeah.
Because I actually thought they was out to get us. But this week they reposted a video which looked like it was nothing other than putting our opinion out there.
Exactly.
With no prejudgment.
Exactly.
Even though there was some prejudgment in the comments.
Of course.
Big up Black
Hilarious.
What's it called? Yeah. Why do I keep forgetting? Black Kings.
Black Kings UK.
Black Kings UK. Yeah, big up.
You
must watch.
What's funny as well is that someone in the comments put a comment that was like, people chatting just for chatting's sake, and I'm like, it's called Chatterbox. You dickhead.
That's the name of the show. We're just here chatting. We're gonna
well
waffle
done.
for an hour in the hope that it entertains you. Yeah. So, where are we? What do we do? Should we give them a little update?
Who are we? Who are you?
Little Thailand update. Accommodations booked.
Accommodation booked.
First 2 months.
Yes, nice.
We are set.
Mm-hmm.
We're living with a bathtub on the balcony.
Yes.
Moving mad.
Because some of the things we was looking at, Bailey was like, meh.
I tell you what it was, right? We were starting to look at places that weren't my vision. And I was starting to think, this is just I'm going to feel like I'm in a shitty little flat in a hot country.
We're still going to be in a flat.
Well, we're still going to be in a flat, but
we've got a bathtub on the balcony.
Yeah,
so...
it looks kind of nice. It looks,
yeah.
So it's nice. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been much happier to get out there and find it.
Mm-hmm.
But me and Kaira are polar opposites, and she panics a bit, and she's more organised and need things done. So we're done. We're done.
I genuinely feel like we might not have got that deal anyway. So
I've got the opposite. I've got FOMO that something better is going to come along. But hey, it's done. And anything else to update before we
anything
get on
else?
with the show?
No, I don't think so. No updates. No life updates.
Cool. Well, then I've got some topics today. I've actually come prepared. I'm actually starting to get better at this podcasting thing now.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, for a long time I just turn up.
Yeah.
And waffle. But now I'm coming in with like
you realise that you need more than that. Okay.
I got stuff. If I see something, because what happens is when we're at home, I see something and I think, I won't talk to you about it. I'll wait for the show.
Yeah.
By the time the show comes, I can't even think what I was thinking about. It's gone. So I made something.
Can I just say as well, I've been thinking about this too. Like, we've been speaking for a while about Patreon episodes and stuff. And like, I feel like sometimes it won't apply once we go to Thailand, but sometimes we have like deep chats in the car, and I feel like our extras should be like a under the duvet type idea, like a pillow talk.
Don't you dare!
What?
Try say this now, like you just thought about it.
I have.
Kaira, I've been saying I can take the mics home for us to do an episode in bed called Pillow Talk. Literally, you just called it
well,
that.
it's because it's such a
You
good idea.
literally just called it that.
Such a good idea. It's embedded.
I
in
can't
my
believe
head.
what I've just witnessed.
Well, but it's an odd thing. It's not
I know, but
don't giving it to another platform.
You just reeled us off like I've been thinking, like.
No, but I've just been thinking about like we could do, but then that's for the more stuff that I'm gonna get cancelled for talking about.
Do you know what Muller said we should do?
What?
You know we got a long haul flight.
OnlyFans.
No.
Yeah.
You know we got a long flight.
Yeah.
Like a 14-hour flight.
Yeah.
He said, but we should take the podcast and stuff.
Yeah.
On the
Well, do you
flight.
know what I did do? Speaking of that.
But he also said we should book first class. To
Yeah,
make
but
it look better.
that's what I was about to say. I tried the other day to buy, because it's Bailey's birthday before we go, like 2 or 3 days before we leave. So I tried as a surprise. I was thinking, I'll book us in for first class, and that'll be your birthday present. So then we could like vlog it and stuff like that. Trying to ask me for $3.5 grand.
$3.5 grand.
Yeah, I was like, maybe not.
Per person or for both?
For one person. I was thinking to myself, I was like, if it's $1,000, I was like, I'll just let you go in first class and I'll just stay where I'm at.
Would you do that?
Yeah, because I was like, it will be a cool experience. Do you get what I mean? Like, it will be an experience to be able to do that, and I'll come visit you.
I don't know if I'd enjoy it. If you bought me
Trust
first
me,
class.
you would enjoy
but
it
if
because
you're
your
like,
legs will be up.
I would enjoy it, but
First
I'd feel
class
bad.
meal.
Actually, I'd enjoy it.
I know, I don't know who you're
I
kidding.
don't know who I'd enjoy it. I'd forget about you as soon as they draw that curtain.
That's what I'm saying. Bye-bye. I no longer
Bye.
associate with people in there.
Bye.
But yeah, no, I was thinking, I was like, I'll just get it I was like, up to $1,000. I was like, I could do that for your birthday and it not be like too much, but it also be a cool experience. You can vlog it, like it'll be something to really remember. Like, do you remember when you went in first class to Thailand?
Yeah.
$3.5 grand. I said nope.
Yeah,
So that's an experience you're gonna have to imagine.
we're not that. We're not them people, right?
I know.
We're not first
Not yet.
We're not first class.
That's my aim though.
We're not first.
I told you.
When we set up a Patreon,
I
we
told
might be able to
you,
go
in
first
life,
class.
the only things that is going to be able to make me feel like I've made it is I'm going to be able to fly business or first.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a hot and freezing cold water tap in my house.
Yeah.
Because that to me is you've made it.
The instant kettle tap.
Yeah. Because can you imagine, you're so rich, you don't even need a kettle. Mad. You just have a kettle.
That's not being
you
rich.
just have
That's just
a kettle
that's
for
just up to
aesthetics. Yeah, but your kettle's just aesthetics.
Yeah.
You don't even need it. That's sick. Boiled potatoes, tea,
Yeah.
That's mad.
It is
And we're
actually,
living in the dark ages. We've got to wait 15 seconds
I
for it
had to
boil.
boil the kettle 3 times to do the washing up.
That's how much we're not even this close to our dreams
Yeah, we
yet.
ain't even getting hot water out of the tap right
And
now.
I want my own roll top bath. So, you know, we've got
What's
one of those
that?
in
What's a
Thailand.
roll top bath?
The ones I used to have, remember, in Josephine Avenue,
Yeah.
Brixton.
What's roll top?
Roll top with the top rolls.
Literally.
Yeah, that goes like that at the sides.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like once I've achieved those
we got
three
one of
things,
the three.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
temporarily.
Temporarily
Once
rented.
I've achieved those 3 things in life, I feel like, you know what, I made it. Don't ask for much. I'd also quite like a double sink, but
Why?
so you can stand opposite me and wash up while I wash up. You know, like an island in the middle of the kitchen. Yeah. So, you know,
crazy.
small things.
Mad dreams, man. Mad things that make you happy, man. Right, so coming off of last week's episode,
Yes.
and we had our little discussion about music, finishing the lyrics in particular. I reached out to Max, asked him to put together a little quiz for us.
Yep.
And then we're gonna call him. So we're gonna call him right now.
Cool.
Get Max on the line. The pens are here.
Pens.
We can use boards. Do we need boards, or is this a nice singing? You got to finish the lyric.
All right. So
Yeah.
do we need a buzzer?
We got a buzzer, but the
Okay.
table might flip over if we get too excited.
Bloody hell.
See, you got.
Okay.
We haven't really planned this. It's just a bit of fun. You know, we'll see how it goes. Let's get Max on a call. Hopefully you guys can hear him. If I leave it here.
What comes to mind when you hear boom, 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 boom?
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
So it's not between the sheets.
Willis. You are live on the podcast. Please don't say fuck or bugger.
I'm in.
All right, me and Kaira are ready. I'm gonna let you lead from this point on, and I'm just gonna be a contestant.
Just a contestant. Alright, cool.
Meet both of us. So I guess I don't know. You've got 5 or more, less or more. 5? How many you got? 5.
5.
So you're gonna say the first line, and then whoever of us can buzz first. We will buzz. Hold this, Kaira.
Wins.
You're gonna have to be the judge of that.
All right.
We'll judge you
Max is like, I'm not taking any responsibility, knowing you two.
No. I pushed it first. Alright, cool. So, you ready?
Yes.
Hold on.
Number 1.
All right.
So Max is gonna say the first line.
Yeah.
Whoever buzzes first gets to finish it.
Okay.
If you don't get it right, it passes to the other person.
All right.
Best
Ready.
out of 5. Why is your hand already there?
One by one, yeah. I'm not doing questions first and answers later.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So the first one, is Destiny's Child, Bugaboo.
Mhm.
Everybody knows that song, don't they?
Yep.
Yep.
Or do you?
The suspense.
Alright, so this one's actually it's a 2-parter. So there's actually 2 points to be won in this.
Okay.
The first one is, you make me wanna.
Chuck
Read.
my pager out the window.
Wait, but that wasn't. Wait.
Huh?
Alright, go on.
Go on.
I said it. Chuck my pager out the window.
Oh my gosh.
What?
That wasn't even it. But yeah, that wasn't the question, and that isn't the answer.
Go on.
Easy on the buzzer, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
You make me want to throw my pager out the window.
What did I say?
Chuck.
Is that right, Kaira?
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on. So we're really like,
Yes, because it's
I'm not
lyrics.
chuck and throw.
Yes, it's lyrics. Come on.
It's lyrics. That's the whole point of it. Alright, cool. So you made me want to throw my pager out the window, and then now you can buzz.
You made me want to throw my pager.
I know
out
the
window.
sounds. The sounds.
Oh, so he wants the next line.
Yeah. You made me want to throw my pager out the window. I don't know what the fuck's they say next. What the fuck? You made me want to
Break my knee so I can't leave.
roll my pager out the window. That's all I know.
So nobody knows the answer to this one.
No.
You made me want to
Wait,
throw
he
my
wants more
pager
time. He
out
wants
the
more time.
window.
I feel like if you don't know it, you don't know it.
I don't know it.
Okay, all right. We're both going to have to pass, Max.
Alright, you passed it.
What's the
Tell
answer?
MCI to cut the phone poles.
What?
What? Who?
MCI?
Tell MCI to cut the phone poles. All I can think is it must be some phone line company in America.
Yeah. Insert.
But for the bonus point then, since nobody got that, what's the next line after that?
Break my knee so I can't leave because you're a bugaboo. You're bugging me.
What did you say?
He said, break my knees so I can't leave.
Okay, Kaira, have you got an answer for that?
I would say break your knees so you can't leave because I'm a bugaboo. A bugaboo.
I'm glad you both said break my knees because that's what I thought it was as well.
Oh, what is it?
Break my lease so I can't move.
Oh.
It's way less.
Yeah, it's way less
Savage.
aggressive.
Cool. So
0-0.
there's no points.
No points.
Let me give you one that you could probably bring it back with then. So we're going Dido.
Okay.
Who's Dido?
Thank you. You're gonna know. You'll know it when you hear the first line. Ready?
Yeah.
Right.
Get ready to buzz. My tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why.
I got out of bed at all.
Nice. That's a point.
Yes.
At all.
Yes.
We're in the swing. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. It sounded wrong when she said it though.
Huh?
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed alone. Woke up.
Yeah, stop that.
Let me go into the next one. Alright, cool. So 1-0 to Kaira. We're moving on. We're going into T-Pain. This one blew my mind. This one blew my mind. You ready? T-Pain. I'm gonna buy you a drink.
Oh God.
Wait.
No, he's just saying the title of the song.
That's the title of the song, right?
Right, sorry.
But you're right. I'm gonna buy you a drink.
It's the same thing.
You can't just say the ad lib. The ad lib.
No, that is what comes directly next. It's a long pause. Where I'ma take you home with me. Yeah.
Okay, that's your answer, yeah?
I'ma
Kaira?
buy you a drink.
I don't know.
Then I'ma take you home with me.
That's what I would have
Yeah.
said, but it's making me doubt it.
This, like I say, this one blew my mind.
Buy you a drink.
God, I don't know.
It's kind of a mad one still, because this one,
Mhm.
I'm going to give you the answer because no one's going to get it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy you a drink, and then I'm going to take you home with me. Now, let me sing this to you.
Okay.
because
No,
it's
right.
mad.
Go on.
I'm going to buy you a drink, and then I'm going to take you home with me. It's mad. It's
So
mad.
hold on. Pause a
You
second.
got to listen to it now.
Pause a second.
You gotta
Pause a
listen to
second.
it.
Go on.
My answer was
Yeah.
I'ma buy you a drink, and I went ooh.
Yeah.
Then
ooh
I'ma
is wrong.
take you home with me.
No, but ooh
But
was
because
wrong.
I never said, because my ooh wasn't then,
Yeah.
I lost.
That's not the lyrics.
I'ma buy you a drink, then I'm gonna take you home with me. Are the exact words I
Sorry,
said.
wait
I
a
just added the
second.
ooh in
What?
between.
That's your answer, yeah?
I'ma buy you a drink.
I don't know.
Then I'ma take you home with me.
That's what I would have
Yeah.
said, but it's making me doubt it.
Aim of the game to get the right lyrics.
Yeah. He's.
Okay.
What we gonna do right here is go back.
Stop.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I just need to hear it. Oh, it does actually say it. It does.
Yes, I know. I said it.
And then...
You know what he's getting like, Max. He's getting all laggy.
That's because two of them I've got right now, and you lot are pulling me up on
Right, 'cause if you got it right,
specifics.
Right, moving on. Mariah Carey, We Belong Together.
Okay. Oh, I might be good at this one.
How's that go?
We belong
We belong
together.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Ready.
Can't sleep at night when you're on my mind.
Citizen is on the radio. Some Babyface is on the radio singing to me.
Right, let me go into my answers. Sorry.
What did you say?
I said Babyface is on the radio singing to me.
Is that right?
He's checking. He's checking.
That's incorrect.
What's the lyric again?
I can't sleep at
sleep.
night when you are on my mind.
I can't even recognize this song.
What?
We belong together. Ooh, I'm gonna leave now when
Time's
times
been
get
rough. Who's
Alright, now say
taking
this
me
line
on
that we're trying to do.
I can't sleep
can't
at
sleep
night when you are on my mind.
Nah,
Nah, he said nah.
I'm drawing a blank.
I think I'm close. Let me have another chance. Wait. Can't sleep at night. You are on my mind. Something on the radio.
There's something on the radio.
Oh, and the song is "If You Think You're
So
Lonely."
when you was singing this song, what was you singing?
Babyface.
You were singing Babyface.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Lyrics.
Can't sleep at night. You are on my mind. Da-da, it's on the radio. I just can't think what that is. All right, go on. Put me out of my misery.
Bobby Womack's.
Oh.
What?
Bobby Womack's on the radio.
Bobby Womack's on the radio singing to me. If you think you're lonely now. That was a good
Wait
one.
minute, this is too deep.
Too deep. Oh, okay. sorry.
Cool. What's the score?
1-0.
All I know is I'm winning.
apparently.
Alright, cool. Let's go to Thames.
Okay.
Free Man.
Ooh,
What? Who?
Thames, Free Mind.
Who's Thames?
You don't know any
Right,
song.
so here's the lyrics. You'll know it by the song. I said 5 in the morning.
I said 5 in the morning. I wake up to vibes in the morning.
Wake up to vibes in the morning. Wow.
I said
You're
5
right.
in the morning. I wake up to fries in the morning.
Wake up to fries. Wow, it's getting worse.
I wake up at 5 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. 5 in the morning.
I wake up at 5. She's
He
just
just
repeating it.
repeated it. He just repeated it.
Oh, you repeated it. I think that's what most people do, though, for that song.
I definitely say I wake up to vibes in the morning.
It's 5 in the morning.
I was doing I wake up at 5 in the morning twice.
Okay, go on then. What is it?
It's 5 in the morning, I wake up and fight for my earnings.
What? 5 in the morning. I wake up and fight for my earnings. Oh my God, I can hear it now. I can hear it.
Alright, so I've only got one more left.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
You've only got a
I
chance
think
to
you
draw.
should- I think if you've heard about this, you could get this.
Okay.
Come on, TikTok.
So we're going back to T-Pain.
Okay.
Yes, big fan.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Grab money.
Oh wait, I can never give it up. So every time I
Step up in the building. Everybody hands go up. And they stay there. Huh?
Everybody's hands go up.
And they stay there.
Are you buzzing in for this?
Yeah. And they stay there.
And they stay there. Kaira, would you like to
Everybody hand go up. I think I would have said before, and they stay down, but I feel like that's
And they say
wrong.
down?
I think that's wrong.
That is wrong because his hands are up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you are right, so I'll let you have the
I
point.
don't think I'm right because he would have said it.
Go on, Max.
hold on, I'm frantically Googling.
Wait.
Everybody hands
Go up. And they stay there.
And they stay there.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
What do you think it was? And they stay there.
That's what we said, yeah. Everybody hand go up. And I've always said, and they stay down.
Why would you say down?
don't know.
Everybody's hands go up and they stay down. What do you mean?
As in, like, their hands go up, but they stay down. I don't know.
And they stay there. It's actually.
Make them stay
They
there.
say yeah.
Oh, what?
Make them say yeah.
And they say yeah.
And they say, yeah. Everybody hands go up. Make them say, yeah.
And they say yeah.
Oh, and they say, yeah. Oh, raw. Wow.
So that was it. That's all the questions I've got for you. And Kaira won.
Hey, I won.
But can I say something? Yeah? And I want you to listen to this. I listened to your podcast, yesterday's one.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, the last one.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and you was talking about the Mary J. Blige song.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
No, Macy Gray song. Macy Gray.
Macy Gray. Which one was that?
I try to say goodbye and I choke.
No, I thought, and you've got to listen to this right now. Yeah? I thought that she said, "I wear goggles when you are not here."
Oh my! See, everyone's got it wrong. Hold on,
You need to listen to it.
Okay, hold
listen
on.
to it. That is what she says.
All right. It's not what she says though. She says, "I blow bubbles when you're not here." Duh. Hold on.
I try to stay
Where is good old Macy Gray? Here she is.
Walk away and I stumble.
Wait.
Ain't no to try to hide it.
Yeah, it does sound like that.
No, it's my world crumbles when you're
yeah,
not
but
here.
if you listen, if you hear,
No, I heard crumble.
Yeah, but if you just try to hear goggles,
I did, and I heard crumble.
Oh, well, I heard goggles, Max.
And I didn't even know that lyric, but I heard crumble.
Thank you, Max. We appreciate you.
Big up, Max.
Bye.
Somehow you're getting a victory there.
I'll get in a victory.
I'm
'cause
gonna say
because
I'm not
victorious.
gonna say anything. Comments, please let me know if I deserve that win or not, because I think I was robbed of 2 points.
Nah.
But for now,
You always think you're robbed whenever you lose anything.
yeah, I do.
Anything.
That was burning me. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I could bring it back, but it didn't happen.
Sorry.
Let us know in the comments if you got any of those correct. Let me know if you thought any of the lyrics were different and what you thought those lyrics were. I'd actually be interested to read those.
And also
out.
let us know if you've ever misheard any lyrics and what they are. Because I think it's a very normal thing to do, you know?
Also, when you find out the real lyrics, do you even adapt or do you continue singing your old lyrics?
I'm still singing Bacon. I'm still singing that and I will continue to sing that. Speaking of songs and words, are you ready for the segue into Word of the Week?
Go for it.
Word of the Week. Ta-ta.
Go for it.
Okay, so today's Word of the Week is I think it's quite a well-known word, but I think it's a useful word.
A couple people have got annoyed at me that I don't know some of these words that you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking that I'm...
No, I don't think they should be annoyed at you. Listen, we're all learning.
Yeah.
We're all learning together. But one thing I will say is that I know a lot of you maybe don't like word of the week, all right? Which is fine. I get it, all right? However, there are
slip a bit of education in
there are
there.
several people who actually watch this who have actually started using the word of the weeks around me. And then they're like, oh, it's looking very ominous. And then they're like, word of the week.
Yeah.
And I love that
Oh,
because
good.
I'm educating everyone, even if it doesn't work for you. It might work for other people. So this word, I really like this word and I don't use it enough. So I wanted to bring it into this week's word of the week is galvanize. Have you heard that word before?
Galvanize. Sounds like when you do something to someone without them knowing it.
Like secretly.
Yeah.
It's not that. I will put it in context. You can guess it, right?
Go on.
So in order to encourage people to do jiu-jitsu, Coach Reese is really good at galvanizing people.
Okay. Motivating.
It's similar. Galvanizing means like encouraging people to take action, to like do something. So it's like, I really want to galvanize everyone in this video to comment and like and subscribe.
Can I galvanize you to do that, please, now?
See, you've used it already in context. Perfect.
Could you say, like, is it also used in, like...
I've been galvanized.
So say I broke into your car and stole your bag. Mm-hmm. Can I say, yeah, but I was galvanized to do it?
By someone,
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so. I think galvanized is more used in a positive way, like to take action, to like
that's what
do
action,
something.
isn't it?
But I suppose, I guess you can use it. I've never heard it used in that way, but it sounds right to me.
Yeah. Who galvanized you to do this?
Yeah.
Because I say that.
Yeah.
Was you galvanized?
Was you galvanized? I mean,
did anyone galvanize
the
you?
grammar's one thing, but
no, I like
that one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you bring out new words that I'm like, I don't even want to catch myself saying these words, but that word,
you like it.
I like it. I could replace encouraged with galvanized. I like that one.
Yay! I'm glad. I like it when you like the word of the week.
Word of the week. We had a question come in this week. I think it was just as a topic.
Okay.
And I like it because it bloody happened. It's almost like you read the question and then tried to act on it. The question was, has your missus ever thrown away something that was valuable to you?
Okay.
Yeah? So you get why I think this is a good question.
For you, so go on, answer it then.
Well, first, my first answer when I saw this, I had an answer already, and then what happened. So I'll give my first answer. Yes, she has. She throws away things. Yeah, my hats.
Are you taking the piss?
No, that's... Are
you taking the piss?
That's what I thought of when he said this.
Are you taking the piss right
now?
now?
You let me know. You let me know.
Okay.
Right?
You go on, you explain to them why they got chucked away.
Yeah. Why?
Go on.
So I have a collection of hats. I had a collection
Past
of hats.
tense.
I don't wear them.
Yeah.
I initially wanted to sort of display them on a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You could picture that, can't you?
Yeah.
It'd look good, wouldn't it? Somebody's decided they'd look better in a bin.
It's a lie. Okay, right.
And didn't ask me.
What actually happened was is that you were like, I'm going to get them displayed. And in our office, at our house, I have all of my books in a rainbow display. And I said, because you've got all of these, 2014 Chip Diddy Chip style hats in like red and green and all this stuff, I said, why don't you put them on a display around the room to match my my books? And you were like, cool, great idea. So then he put them not on a display but on the back of the sofa that sat in the office in some sort of arrangement. Cool. Then it was last winter. That room at the time, as we've already spoke about with our shitty landlady, was not insulated properly. And then the hats went mouldy. They were mouldy. Like, as in, like, you could see the mould growing on them, as in the hats were disintegrating due to science.
No.
Okay?
No.
So then... Yeah.
No.
They
had mold
were growing
on them.
Penicillin.
They had mold on them.
They were growing other hats out of the molds.
One scrub, it come off.
No.
It was not, you're going on like the hat changed. It just had a mold on top. Scrubbed it off.
It was mouldy. Yeah. So then I said, look, I don't want to chuck these out because they are yours. I said, but what I don't want them to do is affect the sofa that I bought because they're sat on them.
So
all the
why
walls.
is he such a liar?
Right. So then I took
You know why you're such a liar?
Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
You said, I don't want to chuck these
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Cairo, when
So
I
what
came...
have I lied about then?
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
When I came home, you told me that they're in the bin.
Yes.
Wait, let me say something.
I haven't finished.
Wait, let me say something.
Yeah.
And what did I say?
Yeah.
What did I say?
What did you say?
I said, you have to go and get them and bring them back in.
Okay.
And then you argued, like, if you want them, go get them.
Yeah.
And I said, that's mad. If I ever threw away your stuff...
But what happened
I
in
would
between
go
that?
and
What
get
happened
it.
in between that when I said I don't want to chuck them out and me chucking them out? What happened in between that?
Nothing.
Yes, I'll tell you what happened in between that, because don't you remember? Day 10
No, that's when I
of
bought them
mouldy
back.
hats in
No,
the
that's
house.
when I bought them back. That's when I bought them back.
Okay,
That's when they're back from
Right.
the bin.
okay.
Yeah.
So then they sat around and then I had to
Yeah.
chuck them out anyway.
Yeah,
You
second
didn't
time.
do anything with them.
So yes, keep it anonymous, but to who asked the question, my missus has chucked away something that meant something
That
to
was
me.
mouldy.
Moving on to what you've recently tried to do. Yeah?
Yeah.
Trying to chuck away my dreads.
Yes. If I had a bag of my hair sitting over there, and I refused to chuck it out, you'd be fuming at me. And you won't chuck this bag of hair out.
My hair back.
I know it's symbolic, but can we just
Way
chuck
back.
it out?
Way back. Don't touch my stuff.
It's not stuff,
That's
it's
sort out your
hair,
books.
it's hair.
All I said was sort out your books.
You tried to chuck them away because who keeps old hair?
Anyone who's cut off their dreads.
To be fair, one of the kids that I teach, his mum commented on the thing and was like, "Oh, I kept Riley's hair."
Thank you,
right?
Riley's
But
mum.
this is the difference. See, my mum,
Thank you, Riley's mother.
my mum still has my little brother's hair.
Oh
In
my
a bag.
God. So why are you pressing me?
Because point one,
It's
that
me.
is their children.
Because it's me.
Because
innit?
it's their children's
No, it's
hair
'cause
and
it's
it
me.
means something
It's
to
'cause
them.
it's me.
No, it's not because it's you. It's because it means something to them. And point two, I really like Riley's mum. She's like a sound mum, and obviously I love my mum. But it's still weird to open up a bag of hair. My mum has had that hair for like 17 years in a bag. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Dead
but it's-
hair.
People have like people's umbilical cords.
Yeah, disgusting.
People have their
For what?
toenails.
To
People have
pick
their
it up
teeth.
and go, "Oh,
People have their
yeah.
first teeth. People
Oh
have...
yeah, look at this little umbilical
No,
cord.
but people have certain things. If you get your wisdom teeth up, people normally keep their wisdom teeth.
Odd.
These are odd, but they're things.
But I don't get that.
I don't feel I should have to like address this.
I just don't have any
You know what I mean?
sentimentality.
I feel like I should be able to keep my hair and not have to like justify it. Because sometimes some things are silly when you try to justify them. If I went in someone's house and I found an umbilical cord, I'd be like, ugh.
Exactly.
And if you explain to me why you're keeping it, I'd think that's stupid. But it means something to you. And I shouldn't
But
make you explain
maybe
it.
it's just because I just don't have any room for sentimentality for anything that has come off of my body.
Well, this hasn't
know
come
what I
off your
mean?
body.
It's odd though.
It's mine. Anyway, yes. Kaira tried to chuck
What if
away
I
my
decided
dreads.
that from now on I'm going to ask
you know if I
Olga?
came
I'm
home-
going to ask Olga to keep every single wax
Of your
strip,
pubes.
and then I'm going to line them up
Yeah.
on the bookshelf right next to your desk, and I'd be like, "What do you mean? Sentimental? I grew that hair.
No,
I grew those pubes.
it's not the same.
So I'm going to keep
It's
them.
not the same.
I spent time, and I'm going to keep them.
It's not the same. And you
It's
know what?
exactly
no,
the
I tell you
same.
why it is the same. It is the same. It is exactly the same. If you looked me in the eye and you was like, those were the pubes that was on me the first time me and you made love. Yeah, or something like that. If you actually had some sort of sentimental value to them, I would stop talking. But it's not the same because that's a wax strip. The dreads,
I'm sentimental about my
the
vagina.
dreads and the journey, yeah, that was sentimental.
Okay,
So there's why it's not the same.
right.
Also, I feel like I'm just turning into my dad. Like the more we have this debate, yeah, I feel like my dad.
Yeah, but I know what you're about to say.
And you look like my mum.
And I know what you're
What
about
am
to
I about
say,
to say?
though, because you're about to say that for years, your mum wanted to throw out your dad's golf clubs.
Yeah,
Am I right?
yeah. I
Okay.
wasn't gonna say that, but
But
that's
can
true.
I say the difference? Yeah,
What?
is your dad every weekend or any day of the week still could have used those golf clubs. You can't use those dreads.
Shall I tell you why I
Can't use
couldn't?
them.
The golf clubs that you speak of have been rusted. They were not usable. They still are rusted. They're rubbish. They're no good.
I think he still could have used them.
My mum, forever, has tried to chuck away my dad's golf clubs. She's put them in a skip twice. Do you know that? And he's taken them out of a skip
I
twice.
think I still saw it once.
And the maddest thing is, look, my dad's been gone 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
The golf clubs are still in there. She could have chucked them away any moment. Imagine I died tomorrow.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
You'll probably attach my dreads
Sleep
to
with
your
your
hair.
dreads?
You'll probably attach them to your head or to your pubes
No, the only way that they will be useful that I would keep one of them.
for a keychain.
No, because I'm not weird. I'd keep one of them so that I could try and clone you in like 10 years
There you
time.
go.
But other than that, I don't need.
They're well
I don't
kept
need the
dreads. Have you
whole
sniffed
thing.
them?
Why would on earth would I sniff them?
Because they're well kept.
Disgusting. No, they're not well kept. That's the reason you cut them off.
No, I cut them off because there was a lifestyle hazard, but they're well kept.
Lifestyle hazard.
Anyway, so yes, there's the answer to your question.
Yeah.
What else happened to me this week? Or this happened last week. We just forgot to talk about it, but I thought it was quite a good topic. Had to do a speed awareness course.
Oh God. Okay. How did that go?
Funny enough, I was annoyed I had to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so glad I did it after. I actually enjoyed it.
Oh God.
If I knew that if I was speeding again, I'd just have to do that again. I wouldn't mind speeding again because it weren't actually that bad. But if I speed again, I don't get to do that again.
Yeah, you can't do it. I think you can only do it once every 3 years or something.
I was only doing 24 miles per hour as well on Streatham High Road. It's a 20 mile per. I thought, and for those of you that think that it's 10% plus 2, that was never a real thing. That was just like they could let you off. It's not a real thing. So I was doing 24 miles per hour in a 20 mile zone. I got a speeding ticket. And they gave me the option: do the course or pay £1,000 fine. I did the course with a bunch of other people. I really felt like we're sitting on a Zoom call for like 4 hours, yeah. And you can't just. I thought I could do other stuff.
I told you they keep you in it, like.
No, but even like after everything you told me, I thought I had my laptop screen here and my actual screen just behind it, like that. So I was like looking at it, but I was kind of looking past it. If anything, you might just thought I was cross-eyed. But no, he was onto me. He was onto me from early. He was talking. I wasn't listening. He goes, "What do you think about that, Reese?" And I was like,
I can
"No, what did
imagine.
it? No. The first time I fucked up, I thought he asked me a question. He asked me to introduce myself, my name and where I'm from. And he started with me, but I wasn't listening. So he goes, "We'll start with you, Reese." And I was like, "Huh?" I was like, yeah, I was just doing 24 and a 20. And I was just waffling. And then I was like, "So your name and where you're from?" I was like, oh. I was like, "Reese, I'm from Mitcham." And then everyone else went. So I was like, shit, I need to pay attention. Anyway, question is though, the reason I talk about it is, do you think you would pass your theory test today?
No.
Oh, just straight up, no.
No, I failed the first time.
I thought I'd probably fail, but I know a lot. I didn't know anything.
Yeah, because the thing is that it's information that sometimes comes up in your theory test that you will never see on the roads.
Yeah.
So like, you know, when it's like a horse crossing the road. If you don't live in the countryside, why would you even see that sign? But for me, I just have, you know, you'll probably be sharpened up on this after your speed awareness course, but you know when it's like a red outline means this, a black outline means
what
this.
What does a red circle mean?
A red circle is an alert, right? Like stop or like danger.
It's an instruction that you have to obey.
And black.
What's a red triangle?
Red triangle is a hazard.
Try another word.
What a risk.
If there was a hazard, what would you want before a hazard?
Caution.
A warning.
Caution,
yeah.
Okay.
So a red triangle, you don't have to obey it, but it's an alert.
So, because that's the one that's like bending road.
Exactly.
Right.
But little things like they was doing tests in it, yeah. Tests that I know that none of you like. So here we're gonna play a little game. If you know the answers, comment. Okay, so I'll read your comments at the end, and you answered. I'm gonna ask you the questions, but these guys can rap.
I'm gonna fail. Don't get my license taken away.
Are you aware of the speeds of a road?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just gonna ask you a few questions based on the speeds of the road if you're driving a normal vehicle like yourself.
Okay.
So obviously the speeds change if you're in a van, towing something, blah, blah, blah. But I just ask you the questions. If you're driving down a road and the road has no lights and no signs, so there's no signs telling you anything.
And no road markings.
No what?
No road markings.
There's road markings.
Okay.
There's like lines on the floor, etc. But there's no signs.
Okay.
There's no signs saying do or don't do anything.
Yeah.
There's no lights on the road. And it's a single lane. Right? One lane going that way, one lane going this way. Yeah. A single lane, not dual lane. So how fast do you think you can drive down this road?
30 miles per hour.
Okay. That's wrong.
It's wrong.
It would be
40.
60.
60. It's quite fast. No
You-
lights.
No lights. No lights,
Okay.
no signs.
Okay.
Yeah, you're allowed to drive the national speed limit.
And that's 60.
The national speed limit is 60 on a single lane.
I did not know that.
Yeah?
Okay.
No lights,
Yeah.
no signs,
Yeah.
national speed limit.
All right. You sound
No, I'm
like...
giving you the thing. Look, I'm giving you so you remember it. No lights, no
Yeah.
signs, national speed limit.
Okay. No lights, no signs.
NSL.
Okay.
No lights, no signs.
Okay.
Yeah, national speed limit 60. If it's a dual road now, yeah, there's 2 lanes.
I think you found a new career calling.
Yeah,
to be
yeah, yeah.
honest.
If
So
it's 2
into
lanes,
this.
then what changes?
I'm just waiting for the sign. I'm just going
Huh?
to wait for the sign.
So you'd be on a national speed limit road going 30.
Maybe, yeah.
Police might say, "What are you doing?"
Cruising.
He's acting very suspicious.
Cruising down the road.
All right, so stay with me. Stay with
I'd
me.
be like, officer, why are you following me on a dark lane? Can
So
I
if
get a
it's the-
female police officer, please?
If it's 2 lanes,
Yeah.
does anything change?
Yeah, you got to go slower.
Faster.
Oh, what?
70.
See what I mean? I failed. I failed.
So if the road does have lights,
Yeah.
how fast can you go on this road?
80.
30.
And they could at least make it chronological.
No, it's
I mean,
30.
so I don't pay attention to this. I'll just go at 20 everywhere.
And then every road that
Mm-hmm.
has lights and signs on it is a 30 mile per hour road.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a dual, which makes it 40. And it's only if it says it's 20, it would be 20.
Do you believe in the stereotype that women are worse drivers than men?
100%.
Your sister's a good driver,
Who?
Shay.
Shay is not a good driver.
Well,
She's
do you know
confident.
do you know what it is with
She's
you lot
confident.
in your family? Yeah.
You drive too fast. and up and
Everyone
behind
that I've
people.
got in a car with, yeah, you, Carly, your mum, even your dad back in the day, Shay, you all drive up right up behind people's asses, and you're so fast, and you brake. It's like you know when someone says to you, you should do something every day that scares you. It's like you all choose that to be braking,
Yeah.
because
I
it's
just
like
see it.
you'll drive and then you go, and I'm like,
I agree with you because when I'm in my mum's or Shay's car, I think like that. I'm thinking, you lot are going, whoa. But I don't think I
my
did
mum
it.
drives
I didn't think I
fast.
did it.
I had to say to my mum the other day, we were driving on the way to the theatre. I said, listen, we're not late. What are you driving like that for?
Just showing you a new
And she's
car.
like, oh, I've got a fast car. I'll drive it fast. I'm like, it's just dumb. Just drive. Your children are in the car.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
And you end up on a speed awareness course.
Yeah, exactly. Laura, sort it out. And the thing is, whenever I drive you lot, I end up pushing my foot down. Like my left foot, like it's,
Like
is
you're
it
gonna do
my left
anything.
foot? Wait, is it my left foot? Which foot's the braking foot?
You brake with what foot?
Which foot is my braking
What foot do you think you brake with?
I don't know. I'm just trying to practice.
Go on.
My right foot. Yeah. I'll be like pushing down, like I'm trying to brake. Because everyone just drives, I just don't get it. Everyone drives mental.
But yeah, anyway.
So women are worse drivers.
Definitely worse drivers.
Okay.
Definitely.
Why do you think that
Must be
is?
statistically.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, but I haven't checked, but I'm pretty confident if I checked, it might statistically tell me there's more
And what
women
do you say? Like
accidents.
accidents?
Yeah.
I think there might be more male accidents, but I do probably think women are worse drivers.
My opinion is a stereotype based off my own experiences
with women.
So like I've heard.
And if a woman was a good driver, would it turn you on?
When you say a good driver as in she drives sensibly or she can get on a go-kart and beat me.
Either she could get on a go-kart and beat you, or she can, like, when she's driving and you're like, yeah, pull this way, and then she's like, brrr, does like parallel park easy.
I think that's normal. I think what you're describing is the opposite of you.
What?
'Cause see you, Kaira, yeah? If you're giving Kaira directions, and like, let's say you got to turn right coming up. If you don't say you got to turn right way before,
Yeah.
she's not turning right. If you're like, oh, quick, it's right here. She doesn't
No,
have
but then
time.
I pull in fast
She
and you
don't
go,
have
whoa!
time. No, you don't. That you pull in fast to places you know you're already pulling into. That's stupid comparison you just made. You pull into Brixton fast. You cut across the lane too much. But what I'm saying is, the amount of times it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's left, go left here, and you're like, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't, and carry on driving. Like you can't just stop
So
driving.
I'm going to go back to my question. Would it turn you on if someone was a good driver?
Would it turn me on?
Or would you be like, oh, I like that?
Nah.
Wouldn't.
Nah, I'm more turned on by you being a shit driver.
I remember one of the first dates we ever went on. We were in Brixton, and we were driving, you know, like round the back of like Satay Bar, like round that bit where you park. And it was on a corner, and you were literally like, just park there, and I was like, oh, I can't fucking park here. You were like, just park there, and I was like, I was just gonna drive around the block again, and I couldn't find anywhere, and I didn't want to say to you like, oh, I'm shit at parking, and I got there and I started getting all stressed and I started sweating, and you were like, just get out of the car, and I was like,
that turn you on,
princess, yeah.
That was a turn on for you.
Yeah, 100%.
And then I just...
Yeah, you were like this, yeah. Put your hand behind my back my thing, and I'm like... And then what I realised, though, is that was it. Like...
No, yeah.
You judged me from that day onwards. And there are times...
You've had this... You've been like that since I've known... If I knowing you, I can see that was a pressure situation. Because now... If Kaira's driving and we pull up somewhere, she's got to park, I just get out of the car and walk in.
But there are times I can just park perfectly. But if you're putting on the pressure on me,
I just have to be in the car for you to feel pressure. I don't say anything.
The worst
Sometimes
time,
I don't even look up.
The worst time actually wasn't with you. The worst time was when I worked at a school and I was really close to all of the PE department, and we were driving to the pub after work, right? And I had 3 PE teachers in the car with me. Yeah, and you know what PE teachers' banters are like. Do you get what I mean? All male PE you can imagine, like
I've not been in school since I was a kid, but
they're like
worked in school.
3 like lads.
Oi.
And they're literally like, God, how many turns is that? Oh, she's a bit wide, like this, and they're all taking the piss out of me. Yeah, I literally was like, get out. I was like, get out the car, because I was like, I can't deal with it. Sorry, but that's what I said.
We need a swear jar.
Get out the flipping car.
Thank you.
I actually say flipping quite a lot.
Thank you.
But yeah, and that was the most stressful thing. 3 lads in the car with a girl that's not great at parking, and they're all going, oh, is she gonna make it? Oh, bit wide out. Oh, she's in and out, and I'm like, oh my God.
No, it definitely turns me on more that you're less capable.
That's an odd thing to say.
Not in life, of the driving thing. I think it's quite cute and endearing that you can't do it yourself.
Because I think,
Because then I can be like, move out of the way.
Yeah.
Easy points. Because
my mum, I think I spoke about this before, she likes cars. But I think, I always think, what came first, chicken or egg? Did she like cars?
Or like a
and
guy
then
that
men
likes cars?
And then men like her because she liked cars? Or did she realise that men likes it when she likes cars, so she likes cars?
I don't like it. Doesn't.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. If you was proper into cars,
yeah,
I wouldn't like it.
See, I think some guys like that with like...
Maybe, but I think then the guy's got to be really into cars. Your mum knows more about cars than me. I pretend sometimes with your mum. Like, she'll be going on and on about the cars. And I'm like, yeah. Because I should know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
The rim exhaust level 42.
What one is this?
What wattage is that?
Yeah.
No, not wattage.
I don't know. What?
I said, what wattage is that?
What wattage? Yeah, that's why you're...
What's the mileage?
That's what I
on
find
that?
cute about you.
What's the mileage?
Do you know what's funny about Kaira? When she bought her car,
yeah,
I remember asking you on the phone, what did you get?
Yeah.
And you said a white one. And I said, no, what is it? And you couldn't even tell me. You said, I think it's a... And then you like described it. And like, it ended up being a Vauxhall Corsa or something. And I was like...
A white one.
A white one. It was white. I don't know what it was. It's a white one. I was like, but what brand? What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
Because unless it's like a Mini, I don't know what a brand of the car is.
Who goes to a car showroom and purchases the car? Do you know how long it took me to purchase my car?
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at it. I looked at my car for about 2 weeks.
What do you think is an unacceptable car colour?
Right, it's situational.
Okay.
Because if it's your first time car, I think you can get anything. Not me. Mine was black. But if you turned up with a canary yellow car or like a lime green car,
like an in-betweeners,
it's expected. I don't even think anyone who gets their first car should get a car that they care about, because you're gonna do something to it. Even if you don't do something to
Fender bender,
somebody's gonna do something to it. The amount of times I've had cars and I've not crashed them, but I've got dents and scratches all around it from other cars doing things when I'm not there. So it burns you if you got like, and especially your first car, you're gonna do something. You know, I crashed the first day I got my license.
Is it?
Yeah, into the back of a bus.
Damn, my mum did that as well. You know, she crashed into the back of a bus.
No, I crashed twice in 1 week.
What?
On my first week.
See, this is why confidence.
And I was a good driver. When I started driving, I could already drive. I was just too gassed. I remember I was driving through first one. I was driving through.
Wonder
Croydon.
why that was.
What?
Why were you such a good driver when you first passed?
Because I've been driving.
Because you're an Asbo child.
I was an Asbo child. I was driving from when I was 14.
Mental.
But when I started driving, I got my license. Had my friends in the car. I was driving through Croydon. I think it was South Croydon. No, not South Croydon. West Croydon Station. I was driving slowly in traffic. You know when the cars, they move a bit, then you move a bit. It was like that. So the cars moved off in front of me, and I'm looking, because there's girls around, so I'm looking around, want anyone to see me in my car. The car's gone, so I'm like, yeah, I'm driving. Obviously, the car in front of me stopped straight away, so I'm just going, yeah, bang.
Bet they saw you then.
He got out, yeah. I gave him money, cash in hand.
Damn.
And then the other one, I crashed into a bus, doing a similar thing, but just trying to go, like the bus stopped, so I tried to go around it, and I just hit the corner of it. I was like, how?
Well, I crashed on my first day of a new job into one of my colleagues' cars. That was bad. And the thing is, it wasn't even a crash, yeah? This is why I never pull into spaces anymore. You know when they're like space like that, and you got to try and pull in, I will always reverse in. Because there was all of these kids around. It was the first day of my teaching job. I was so nervous. I was wearing like some fucking blazer and, a blazer, and I was sweating, and it was too much. Anyway, so there's all these kids around as well. So I'm already stressed. I'm like driving into the car park, and there was only one space. So I went to just pull into it. And as I pulled into it, it just went like this and just like dented and scratched at the car. But then I was like, oh no, what do I do? Do I try and pull back out? So then I tried to pull back out, and it just went and just scratched the whole car again. And I was like, I don't want to keep going because it's making it work. It was the worst thing. And then they had to do like a whole tannoy across the school of like, can the person with the car TN78 or whatever it was come outside? And then that woman, who it was, bear in mind this was my first day at my new job, was my line manager. And I'd crashed into her car and bust up her car on the first day. Yep. Damn.
Did you pay for it? Insurance?
Yeah.
Did you just go for insurance?
No, I just paid for whatever she had to do to her car. My car was actually more ruined than her car because my car was like a little, run-around car. But it was all of her car was all scratched
I remember when
up.
I met you and you had that Mini.
Yeah.
And it was just a headache.
Yeah.
I remember telling you, why don't you just get a new... I convinced you to get a finance and that. And that's when you went and got the car. I didn't know what you got.
That's how long I've had that car for as well.
You've had that car the whole time I've known you.
I've had that car for like 6.5 years now.
Deep.
Yeah, and before that, my first car was like a Nissan.
But I met you had a Mini.
Yeah.
Mini Cooper.
But I had a Nissan, like a light blue bubble-looking Nissan.
Yeah.
And it was just, and it didn't even have like a CD player in it or something. Like it had like a tape player, and I had to put the tape in and then connect it up to your iPod or your iPhone or whatever and play from there. No, maybe it did have a CD player. Oh yeah, but I had a CD thing that you connected for Bluetooth. It had no Bluetooth. And it's just mental.
Crazy, man, what we used to do.
Yeah.
I remember my first ever car was a Polo 16 valve 1.4, which meant it went quick.
Isn't that like more litres than my car now?
The what?
Isn't that more litres than my car?
Yeah. Yeah, my first car was a 1.4 and no one would insure me.
Yeah, I'm not
so
surprised.
I had to go as a second driver under my dad's name. And I used to, that was my favourite. That was such a good car. What was I going to say though? What was you talking about before that?
Stereos.
Oh yeah, and I remember in it having like a massive like case of CDs, like sleeves, like 4 CDs in each sleeve back to front. And it was full up.
Yeah.
Full of like all my like, back then it would have been like mostly grime. Actually, it was a lot of grime in there, but it also had a lot of, I used to listen to a lot of like D Block and Jadakiss and
D Block.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Mama
okay.
Mario. All these songs. I used to have all of this sort of stuff. But yeah, and a lot of grime, which leads me into, I don't know how long we've been recording for.
You're right. Your timing is on right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Which leads me into my recommend do
and recommend don't.
Oh, I don't have a recommend don't, but I got a recommend do.
Okay.
What we just finished probably was going to be yours as well. The evolution of UK.
I think
music.
It's Black British music.
The evolution of Black British music on Netflix. I think it's really good to watch. Like, I think no matter what age you are, you're gonna find there's gonna be something that resonates with you in there.
So what it is basically is, I think it's a 4 or 5 part. It came out in 2022. So that actually, it's interesting to think that already things have changed again. But what it is it's going through from like the 80s all the way up until now, all of the different types of Black British music that have been their own subgenres. So it goes from jungle.
No, started from acid.
Well, they speak about acid, but what they're saying is that it came from acid and acid house, but really jungle was the black, like evolution of that.
Yeah.
So jungle into garage.
Yeah, garage is definitely there.
I'm right.
It was
I think
mixed,
it was jungle.
No, but when you take the samples
Yeah, but I was
out.
just talking about the episodes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
You're
about
trying
the
to do a
timeline.
whole history thing.
Yeah,
I'm
I thought you was giving timeline.
That's what they watch the
Alright,
documentary
cool, yeah, you
for.
don't watch the documentary, you'll see
So
where it goes,
anyway,
but,
as I was saying,
Blah, blah,
so
blah.
that they understand what it is, we don't need to tell them the whole content. I'm just saying jungle to garage to grime to UK funky, and then I think it ends with road rap and drill.
Have we finished it?
No,
Oh, we ain't finished it. We
No.
got another episode.
we've got another episode.
Oh, sick. Because
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I was thinking, why is it stopped here?
No, we've got road rap.
So it's
and
gonna go
drill.
into drill. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
But
so
it's
like,
interesting.
yeah, I was talking about this. Is my recommendation.
I don't know what you're chatting about.
So yeah, like I feel like for me,
So what I recommend actually is
for me and my era, even 5-year difference, like
Mm-hmm.
is quite interesting to see like how much things I relate to, or like where I knew I was at that time, or what I was doing at the time to you.
And it's also like very, to me, like for you anyway, knowing your family, like music is really, really like integral to your family.
Oh man, the episode, I think the 3rd episode when it goes into garage, I was very emotional watching that one. I was like intently watching it to see if I can even see a glimpse of my dad in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's like quite like nostalgic in lots
So
of ways for you.
nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's so nostalgic. That's why I really want Shay to watch it. I
Yeah.
think Shay will love it.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, that's my recommend. It's nothing new.
While we're
I
on
didn't
the
actually know it was
subject-
that old when you know. I didn't know it come out in
Yeah,
2022.
2022. So it's like 2 years old. So I guess when we get to the end of the episode, it's interesting because it's documenting a history until then. But actually, the last 2 years has changed again.
It's always it's
So,
gonna keep changing as well.
But that's why we're here. Do you want to drop a freestyle?
Go on.
Because apparently you used to be a grime head. So apparently he used to have his own decks. So do you want to
So
drop
when
a
I'm telling you these
freestyle?
stories,
ready?
you actually
Tap, 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 tap,
what?
tap, tap.
I'm not gonna
tap,
spit. I don't even
tap,
remember.
tap,
I'll be honest
tap,
with you. Right,
tap,
okay,
tap. Look,
okay.
he's pretending that he's not going. I can see that you're building it up.
No, I'm not. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I genuinely, people will say this, I genuinely don't remember. I can remember parts of it, but the parts I can remember, I don't want to say.
Give him a couple of shots.
Yeah, give me a couple of shots and you might.
Tap, tap,
I could call
tap,
one friend and he'll
tap,
remember
tap.
them all.
tap.
yeah.
I bet yours is all about being a sweet boy.
No, it's just not stuff I want to talk about now.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
He's
like when I
moved
was,
on. He's
you gotta remember
grown.
when I was at that age, that was when you're watching that. That's what we used to emulate. We used to go youth club. That's all that was at youth club was Dex and Mike.
What was your name then?
My name was Newer.
Oh yeah, Newer.
And yeah.
Yeah, Newer. Make your face turn bluer. Sneezing, achua.
And I find it cringe because there's still a
That was right, wasn't it? That was a bar, wasn't it? I guessed
No.
it. It was. Look at you lying. It was.
I didn't use my name in any of my
Shaq,
bars.
if you watch this, could you try and find some footage for me?
Max is probably your best. You know who? Max was actually very sick.
Yeah.
He was very good.
See, I think Max would probably drop us a freestyle if he was here. Tap, tap,
But
tap.
yeah, no, like yeah, all of this stuff.
You've thrown you. You're getting flustered.
Only because every time I'm talking, you go tap tap. Like I'm thinking, what am I responding to? Yeah, of the time, like Dex and stuff and spitting. That was just for everyone done. Yeah, my name was Newell.
What are you getting flustered for? All right, I'm going to move on to
cringe.
my recommendations.
I find it cringe. Whenever I'm with you, whenever I'm with Kaira, right? If we go to like a barbecue in Pollard,
Sound.
if you go to like
Sorry.
a pub barbecue in Pollard, there's like a few people who still call me Newer, and they've said it in front of you. That's why you heard it, and it irks me. I'm like, I don't want you to call me that. Like, I get why you call me that, and that's what you know me as. You haven't seen me for so long, and
I think we should write a rap from the perspective of each other as teenagers.
so you've got to write a rap or on a grime beat,
16.
or a rap or grime. They're two different things.
Whatever you want. I'm
You're
multi-dimensional.
multi-dimensional. All right. It just means your flow's not going to change no matter
Yeah, it
what
will.
you do. You know what we are
What do
going
you
to
know about
You know
my
what we're
flow?
going to play on the next episode
You know
as
what
well?
I've been through?
Do you know what we're playing on the next episode? You know what we're playing on the next episode? Let's go drunk or something. You're hard to navigate right now.
I'm just ready for freestyle.
All
Right, my recommend-dos.
Do you know? I'm talking to
sorry,
you.
sorry.
Do you know what we're going to play on the next episode?
Do you know?
Yeah, I'm waiting to
What
tell
is it?
you.
Go on.
Fucking idiot. Oh my God.
Put £1 in the swear jar.
You're jarring. As if we nearly finished this episode. I'm done.
I don't know why you got so sensitive just because I asked you to drop a quick 16.
No, since then you've been this. You're not responding. You're just giggling to yourself.
What are we playing next week?
I just want you to do your recommend don't so I can get out of here. Do your recommend
I
don't.
don't know what I've done to annoy you.
You
so
haven't
much.
annoyed me. I've just.
Tell me what we're playing next week.
I wanted to play we listen and we don't judge.
God, all right. You want us to break up then?
No, because I wanted to do it this episode, but I forgot and I didn't
Okay.
warn you before. So next
All right.
episode we're playing.
All right. I'll start lining them up.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Get everything
All right.
off your chest.
I'll start making notes.
So tune in to the next week for we listen and we don't judge.
Right. Recommend-dos. I've got two.
Go
One
on.
of them I'm going to recommend is... actually, I'm going to put this as a recommend don't. But when I say recommend don't, it's like I'm not recommending it for you to watch, but if you do, let me know. Do you get what I mean?
No, I don't get it. You literally said recommend don't, which
Okay.
should mean don't waste your time with this.
All right, then. All right, I'm going to stick with recommend don't. It's called Subservience, and it is a film on Netflix, and it's about AI, and it features my girl crush, Megan Fox, and she is a robot.
Is this the one where in the trailer the black guy like opens a box and she like turns on by his touch?
No.
Okay.
So she's a robot, and I think the reason I only wanted you to watch it is because I wanted to ask you, do you think, I know we talk about cheating a lot, but do you think it's considered cheating if the husband sleeps with the robot? And the robot,
Looks and
spoilers,
sounds.
if you want to watch this, even though I've said recommend don't, spoilers, fast forward 30 seconds. But
She was never a robot.
Basically, she puts a blindfold on him. His wife's in hospital. And then she's like, I know you need this to regulate your health, blah, blah, blah. And this is why I'm here, to serve you and to, fulfill your desires. He's like, I don't want to sleep with you. And she's like, don't worry. She puts on a blindfold on him. And then she speaks like she sounds like the wife. So he's having sex with her, but it's not the wife. Is that still cheating?
Are you asking me if that's cheating?
Yeah.
I can't fathom it because it's not our reality.
Mm.
But it is going to be a question.
Mm.
Like, if I'm right, same thing. Remember them sex dolls?
Mm.
If I had a sex doll, would that be cheating?
It wouldn't be cheating, but I don't think I'd be all right with it.
Right. So then you're not going to be all right with the AI either.
Yeah, that can talk and walk and do everything you want.
Because you can't say it's cheating because it's not another human being. But it's
inappropriate.
you're jealous of a robot at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's not cheating.
Yeah.
It's not cheating. It's just, are you okay with it? It's weird.
So you come into the bedroom and I've got a fully, erect robot in the bed.
It's not cheating.
And I'm bouncing up and down again.
I'd be turned on by
Yes, Steve!
that. I'd honestly be turned on by it.
By the robot.
By
But the
you-
robot looks like a man.
But it's a robot. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be so cool with it that
Okay.
I'm seeing something.
Yeah.
I was about to say I want to get involved. I wouldn't because the robot's gonna be
Yeah.
a man. But I don't. If I know it's a robot, that's not cheating.
Okay.
It's just a question of if I'm okay with the weirdness.
Yeah.
Now for me, that's a little bit kinky.
And the robot hugs me afterwards.
That would be. Do you know what? I would love a robot that you could cuddle after sex.
Oh, anyway, moving on. My next recommend do, and I might cop some slack for this, yeah, but I don't care,
Oh,
and I need a
no.
space to talk about it because
Oh no.
no. it's
Who?
not-
What
it's not a
community
bad
are you
thing.
gonna rile up?
it's not that. It's just because it's cringe. Okay, but this is the thing, yeah, and I know I've got on his nerves talking about this so much in the last week, but I am going to recommend Cobra Kai. Okay, now Cobra Kai, if you don't already know, is a updated spin-off series with the characters from the old school Karate Kid, not the Jaden Smith Karate Kid, because we don't talk about that. The old school Karate Kid. So it has Daniel LaRusso, it's got Chosen, it's got Johnny Lawrence, it's got all of the old
It's got all of them.
Kreese, it's got all of the old characters in it. Now, what I have to say is that we just finished season 6, okay? Now, we started off season 1 like a bit of a joke because it is so cheesy. But I just think if, like, what they've done with it is they've decided that if we're going to go for cheese, we're going to go, like, full front goat's cheese. Like, they're going in with the cheese, so you kind of can't be angry at it. It's very cheesy. It's very much like almost teen American drama. But if you have watched any of the old Karate Kids and you're into that type of thing, you're going to like it because it's got all these nostalgic stories and threads that run through it. Or if you train martial arts yourself, you're going to watch it and be like, are we as sad as these people?
I was about to say, like, my only take on, like, yeah, I recommend do for everything you just said. Everything you said, I think is great. Like, it is cheesy, but you learn to love it. Or you don't even learn, you just love it. It's cheesy and you love it. But the second part of it is I do look at it like, is that what we look like when we go into our comps? You know, when we go to our competitions as a team and we're like cheering, we're doing new school, we're on the podium. Do we look like Cobra Kai?
We do.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
It kind of is what it is. But yeah, like, if you're,
I have to say though that we do watch it and think that, but you do understand like the feeling of community. Like that's what it is. But one thing I will say is it is really cheesy and it is all of these things, and they've kept us going for so long. And I do think this last season was the last one, but they ended it in a deep way. Like this last season actually shocked me. Like,
did I see the last episode?
Yeah, you did. Don't want to give the spoilers, but remember.
I don't think. Yeah. Okay. I don't even think that they finished it in a way that it is definitely finished. I think every season since season 3, we've been shocked there's a new season. I can't believe that there's another episode. There's another season.
Don't see how that they could do anything more from this.
What? This is a continuation from something that came out about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't think they can find a way to continue this again?
Maybe not. But I feel like this is quite a dramatic like ending, and it was like kind of all tied up. I don't know how much more they can do with it. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, my recommend is Cobra Kai.
Just bear in mind that it is 6 seasons, and like after season 3, we was always a bit shocked that it's carrying on. But every time it carried on, we watched every episode.
It manages to get you back involved.
We get hooked. Like we watch it ironically, we end up getting hooked. We end up watching it all. Yeah. I literally just got distracted over the last 2 episodes of the new season.
No, I love the last 2 episodes. The fight scenes were so good. Yeah. And I just want to say, shout out to the people before we finish up. There are people, and I really like this as well, in the comments who are also like commenting and telling us recommendations.
Is it?
So just quickly before we go, I want to have a look at them. They said singing ain't for you. Sorry, we've done more singing. So someone said watch The Blacklist, which is a crime type series. Someone's recommendee, someone put The Capture. I've seen it, really fucking good. The Capture is really good. Love that. Last Day of the Jackal. Heard of that? And then they said Gangs of London, which you've watched. So, pretty good.
You didn't watch Gangs of London?
I didn't watch it with you, no.
But you ain't seen it?
I think I started and I didn't like it. Interesting. And then someone else had another one as well. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to have a look at the other ones. So
what's your favourite ever film?
Don't have one.
All right, what's
Shrek 2.
Is it?
Yeah, probably. Or Finding Nemo.
Interesting.
Or Hook.
Okay. That's a very childish selection.
Well, sorry, Mr. Film Critic. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope that at some point you've joined in with some of the games. I hope that you come and watch some of our recommend do's and recommend don'ts if you want to. Let us know in the comments what you think of them. And as always, thank you for your time.
Thanks for asking me what my favourite films were too.
I thought we were
Bye.
we were wrapping up, you know.